Hey everybody!
Hello there, we're back here in the European Guitar Room with another video. We just did a top 5 OM guitars.
Yeah, if you didn't check it out.
Please do it.
Cool.
You were pretty enthusiastic, so we thought we'd do another top 5, and this time we picked our top 5 favorite Dreadnoughts in this store.
Yes, we've picked, like Milo said, 5 beautiful acoustics which are gathered around us. And
we chose to pick only models that are still in production.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of vintage guitars in this store as well, but those are one-off. We chose guitars that are also an option for you to buy, and when they are out of stock, we can order them and you can still buy them.
Exactly. So top 5 of Dreadnoughts for years to come.
Yeah, and take this with a grain of salt because it's just a personal opinion, and then we really want to hear your opinion on these guitars as well. Maybe our number 5 is your number 1. Or maybe we left something out, let us know, and we really love to hear your opinion.
Definitely true, and like Milo said, it's our personal opinion, but we did take the time to go through the entire store, play a lot of Dreadnoughts, and these are the 5 that we came up with. So, number 5, I have a beautiful Furch vintage tree guitar over here.
Yep, from the Czech Republic.
Yes, Sitka spruce top, Indian rosewood back and sides.
That's right.
That's what the model stands for. It's a DSR.
Yeah. So they make the Vintage 1, Vintage 2, Vintage 3. They are all very popular models here in the store. So the Vintage 3 is their most decked out, the premium tone which they use.
Yeah.
It is the most affordable on this list. We want to include affordable guitars in this list as well. Because there are brands like Furch and Eastman and Blue Ridge as well. They are making such good guitars for a lot of value for your money. You don't need to spend thousands of euros or pounds or dollars, and you get a premium guitar. What's also special about this one, this is the only sort of European Dreadnought on this list.
From the selection too.
And what we found here at the store is that European-made guitars do have their own sound. I don't know where this comes from. Maybe it's their way of shaping the tone on the top, on the bracing.
Could very well be.
It's different than your sort of standard Dreadnought sound that you have in your head. Maybe a Martin Dreadnought sound. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
In general, it's a little bit more sort of piano-like, maybe a little bit brighter as well.
Yeah, that's a thing we hear a lot with European guitars. They're a bit more brighter, a bit more piano-like a Loudon, which is something totally different. But it's really a distinctive European sound. Yeah. So, Furch, a beautiful brand with a lot of history. If you want to know more about their history, there's a beautiful video on their website. Telling you all about it, because the Czech Republic was not a really nice place to live.
As a luthier.
As a luthier once. It was illegal for him to build guitars. That's insane to think about. Yeah. But it was once a part of the Soviet Union. So he did build guitars. Luckily, and he still does.
Yeah.
So,
and they make amazing guitars. So this is our number 5. Shall I play a little bit?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So we're playing through Ear Trumpet Labs microphones, as we always do.
Really nice.
It sounds great. It has a lot of high end. It's not too brittle, but it's really clear sounding.
Yeah, it still has a lot of fullness to it.
It's a wide sound. It's sort of a hi-fi sound when compared to other Dreadnoughts. It's different. I really like it. It plays really nice as well.
Beautiful details, herringbone, beautiful binding. So nice job, Furch.
That's our number 5.
Number 4.
Number 4 is a classic that you probably knew this would be on our list.
It had to be on the list, I guess.
Yeah, so please.
The mother of all Dreadnoughts.
Show me the money.
What do I have right here?
It's a Martin D28. It really is the mother of all Dreadnoughts. I think a lot of people, when you think of a Dreadnought, people think of this guitar. Of course, Martin produced a lot of classics in the Dreadnought family, a D18 as well. Maybe we see something mahogany elsewhere in this list. But you get East Indian rosewood and a Sitka spruce top, so it's pretty similar to the Furch we just had. Also scalloped X bracing, that's also on the Furch. I think you all know about the Martin D28. They still produce these guitars. They are really, really popular. They are always very, very good. They make a lot of variations of it. Also custom shop variations, authentic series.
If you want a lot of history, if you want to know more about the history of the D28, there's a lot of videos out there. We made one about the name. So
as well, and maybe what's good to know is that we are also a Martin dealer, and we also have the opportunity to order custom Martins. So when you think, I want a D28, but maybe I would like an Adirondack top, maybe I want the Golden Era style bracing, please call us, reach out. We can help you with this. You can also order your own custom Martin.
That being said, let's have a listen.
It sounds very different to the Furch, if you ask me.
Very different.
This is the sound in my head when I think of a Dreadnought guitar.
It's a lot fuller, a lot more bass response.
And maybe that's why all the popular artists all throughout the years always played D28 guitars. You see them, Hank Williams to the Beatles, you see them everywhere. They are very big sounding. A lot of bass response really fills the room. All the guitars are resonating here. And that's what you want when you want the D28.
Yeah, definitely.
So powerhouse Dreadnought guitar is our number 4 spot. For our number 3 spot, we have one of our top boutique brands.
Yes.
To my left over here.
And a brand favorite here at the Fellowship of Acoustics.
Look at this. What an incredible Collings guitar. We are looking at a CJ45. AT. And of course, you may recognize this as a J45 style. It's in the name as well. So this is our first slope shoulder Dreadnought of the bunch.
Also the first with an Adirondack spruce top.
That's right. Yeah. So we have, like the J45, we have mahogany back and sides with an Adirondack spruce top. We also have the scalloped X bracing like on the other two. So this is their traditional series. They have a new neck design. They sort of re-engineered the Dreadnought design in specific places. So I believe they also adjusted the bracing carving just to...
It is scalloped X bracing.
It's scalloped X bracing, but then it's a different carving pattern, and you get another sound. Of course, we all know about Collings. We say it a lot.
And if you don't, we made a video about Bill Collings and his legacy.
Bill Collings, and they are incredible guitars, as always. Aaron, one of our luthiers, couldn't stop playing this just a few minutes ago, and he really knows his guitars. They are so good.
They are, and Collings is one of the brands, to my opinion, they excel in acoustics and electrics, which is not something every brand can say.
No, that's right. Shall I play a little?
Let's hear it. My favorite so far.
Yeah, definitely.
There is a reason why it's on number 3, of course.
Yeah.
But when I heard the D28, the Martin, I was like, this. I'm not sure if the rest is going to keep up with that, but
this is totally a different beast compared to a D28. And though they are both Dreadnoughts, they sound completely different.
Yeah, but totally different tone woods. Different. It's a slope shoulder. It's not. Yeah.
So this is completely new. It has that sound that you want out of a vintage J45. It's quite dry sounding.
Yeah.
You know, when I compare the bass response on this one to the D28, with the D28, it's sort of a constant bass response. Yeah. It's always there. And this one has it sort of a more like a thumpy, muted, thumpy bass sound, which is great. This is really my favorite so far, and that's why it's number 3 on the list. The Collings CJ45 AT.
Yes.
Go check it out.
Number 2 on the list, the Bourgeois Custom D.
Another slope shoulder.
Exactly. This is the most expensive guitar.
Yeah.
Out of these 5, but it's not a number 1.
No.
It doesn't always mean it's the best if it's the most expensive one.
No.
But we did choose this because it's a very good sounding guitar, but it's totally different from all the other Dreadnoughts in this selection.
Certainly not traditional in any sense.
Starting with tone woods. Normally you see a lot of mahogany rosewood. This is flamed maple.
Yeah.
On the back and the sides. There is an Adirondack spruce top on here.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's got a bevel.
Yeah.
Which you don't see on all the other traditional Dreadnoughts in this series.
I believe this has an enlarged sound hole. It's bigger than the others.
Yes, true.
We know that from D20, some D28s as well. Of course, the Tony Rice, the famous Tony Rice D28 had an enlarged sound hole.
Slightly enlarged sound hole.
That does something to the sound. It pushes more air around.
It does.
Yeah.
Other than that, well, Dana Bourgeois is a man of the details. So there's the beautiful Dana Bourgeois signature herringbone trim in there. It's got zero coat binding.
Yeah, and also veneer zero coat on the headstock as well, which is really beautiful. This is more a piece of art combined with a Dreadnought guitar.
Exactly.
But still, it is an amazing instrument. We really wanted to feature it just to show what else you can do with a Dreadnought guitar. It doesn't always have to be traditional. You can take it in all kinds of modern directions.
Exactly. So I think we should just have a listen to what this baby can do. Lovely.
Sounds very lovely. Yeah. It has that maple sort of upper mid-range focus a little bit.
It did sound a bit stiffer to me compared to the other 3. So I mean, it even sounds a little bit older than it looks. I think it looks very modern, like we said, with the bevel and all the beautiful embellishments on there. Yeah. But it does really hold its own little voice in these guitars.
I think it's a beautiful note separation. When I play these big lines, it sounds so open and clear.
It sounds balanced.
It sounds really balanced. It sort of has that vintage sound, like you said. It's not not that trebly and modern sounding.
But still cannot be compared to a vintage guitar. No. Cannot. Yeah.
But it is a wonderful example of a Dreadnought guitar, and it sounds great. And we really wanted to feature a beautiful Bourgeois on our list. So this is our number 2. Before we tell you our number 1, we just have one honorable mention.
Really short.
Really short. This we featured it briefly on a New Arrivals episode, this was made by the luthier Adrian Farmer, who also works in our workshop.
Yeah.
He builds incredible guitars. This is such a good Dreadnought guitar, but it is a one-off, so it's not a production model. It has a cutaway that you don't see on a lot of Dreadnought guitars.
True.
First, I'm not a big fan of the cutaways on Dreadnoughts, but then I played this and it's just such a stable and great sounding guitar. Go check it out on our website. This is an honorable mention for this list. But then we have our number one.
Our number one. And it's on Milo's side.
It's an Atkin guitar.
The Essential D.
The Essential D. When we played all the Dreadnoughts in our store, almost all of them, this was really the winner. It sounds fantastic. And we're big fans of Atkin. We mentioned it before.
You are in particular because...
Yeah, I did own an Essential D. I don't know why I sold it, but I'm heartbroken.
Oh, man.
It sounded incredible.
Yeah.
So if you're the one with my Essential D at home, please.
He's looking to buy it back.
Maybe I will buy it back.
Okay, so the Essential D is essentially a D18.
It is a D18.
See what I did there? So it's mahogany with spruce, torrefied spruce actually.
Yeah, so it's the secret, mysterious Alistair Atkin torrefication system.
Yeah, and if you're unfamiliar, we explained in the last video as well, it's like a certain treatment to the wood to make it sound played in.
Yeah, so you bake the wood in a low oxygen environment. It draws out the moisture like the years do on a top as well. When you have a guitar that you play for 50 years, the moisture is drawn out, it sounds a little bit drier, it sounds more vintage, what we are used to as a vintage guitar.
Yeah.
That's what these Atkins should sound like. They are really well built out of Canterbury, England. They make a lot of different Dreadnoughts as well. Yeah. Also a D37 is more a...
And a lot of other models.
And a lot of other models as well.
I think it's really nice actually that this is on number one because it really was our personal number one. Yep. But last video about the OM guitars, a lot of people were actually really big fan of the Essential OM, which was on place 3 if I'm correct from the top of my mind at that time.
Yeah.
I do agree. Listen back to that video, it was really good. So nice to see this on number one.
So it's not the most expensive. It's kind of about the same as the Martin guitars right now, and they're incredible. They are lightweight as well.
Yeah, like
look beautiful. Yeah, so you get that kind of orange stain with the aging, which I really like.
And once again, Alistair Atkin is very good at aging these tops.
He can really crackle a finish.
Yes, that's really beautiful.
You don't see that really from that far away, but it's mostly you see it up close.
Yeah, I think we have some cool pictures of this to get it really nice.
But I like that it's subtle. So I will just play something. This is our number one. So that concludes our top 5 list. It sounds incredible, right?
Yeah, it sounds incredible. It's really, really full sound. It's like the thing that I noticed straight away was actually a very small detail. And that's when you started picking the first few notes, you could really hear the chime of the pick. Yeah. Not in an irritating way, but you could really hear, just the pick hitting the
presence. It's the presence in this guitar.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
It has to be our number one.
Yeah.
I hope you like it as well, and like we said in the beginning of the video, let us know which is your favorite of these 5.
Maybe you don't agree with us at all, that's fine.
Make your own top 5 out of these guitars, or guitars that you own or that you favor. This is just our opinion.
Yeah. So, that concludes this video. We want to thank you all for tuning in again. We'll see you in the next video, I guess then.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.